we got some more MUT 24 leaks, and this is one of them. It's kind of like a Madden leak, and I think this is, it feels like the biggest change to the gameplay this year. It really does. Again, this is leaked information here, so we got to take it all for what it is, but it comes to us via MUT leaks here. Madden 24 is a massive change to abilities. Abilities are kind of something we haven't been in love with, like, let's be honest here. As in the past, ability override mechanics gave a guaranteed effect. Think of edge threat, right? Always get in the win. Think of a deep knockout, a deep route KO, always knocking the ball out if they're close to him, right? It always happened. It always happened. It always happened. And it says here in Madden 24, most of the ability overrides have been changed to chance-based. Chance-based. Paired with lower stats and boosts, it should bring more organic and balanced gameplay. Let's talk about this for a second here. So what this really means is that that deep route KO that someone has on someone, it's not going to always knock the ball out. It still will sometimes, but it won't always. And what that means is it's honestly, a lot of the abilities, what they do is kind of bail out the players, whether it's you or your opponent. That is what it is, for the most part, right? Now, I imagine this isn't going to be all abilities. Something like, Hara Master, it needs to always work. Gunslinger, you should probably always throw the ball fast. I don't want sometimes to throw the ball fast. But this is a big change because it's the first time we're seeing EA potentially step back on the overpoweredness of what an ability is. And it's really interesting, and I'm really, really excited to see this now. Now, I assume this is a bit of a change, but for now, with the way this reads, again, hoping EA implements it correctly, like if it's a 95% chance the ball gets knocked out, that's not a big change. But what if it's 50% or 60%? Well, then like, you just can't hope and pray sometimes out there with what's going on. I think I like this. Again, we need to test it when the game actually comes out. But right now, I do like this. If you're looking forward to the NBA or NFL season right now, you can head on over to Prize Picks and check out their season-long entries, which you are allowed to start right now. Look, you can get Wemby, Scoot, LeBron, the Joker. And if we look at the NFL, you can have passing yards, rushing yards, receiving yards, passing touchdowns, rushing touchdowns, and receiving touchdowns, all up for you right now. And if you're not sure if you can play where Prize Picks is located, we have this beautiful map for you to see if it is eligible to play in your state. You can start playing right now with your more or less on any of these season-long entries. In fact, if you go to the prizepicks.com website or you download the app, you can use my code CC. Get your first deposit matched up to $100. Boys, I can't wait to see you on there. It's Prize Picks. Let's get back into the video. We also got this little leak from the Field Pass rewards today here as well. And I think this came from somebody who was streaming the game on Twitch, and then ultimately their Twitch account did indeed get banned. That's pretty standard for streaming a game before street date. That's just the way it is. It's why a lot of us don't put out some of this stuff. Like, once it gets released, everything is kind of fair game. But until then, you tiptoe around a little bit of stuff. And I'm not going to show other actual screenshots from that person who was streaming on Twitch because, again, to me, there's always a chance EA could do something, but we'll talk about what we saw, but we're not going to share screenshots. We're not going to share actual screenshots, okay? This is Field Pass rewards. Field Pass is your level system. We're going to get 7 of them this year. This is here. It looks pretty standard, honestly. You're getting some players early on, 83, 84, 85 overall cards. Some of them get upgraded. Bryce Young gets an upgrade token in there. Jalen Ramsey, but we don't actually see his card in here, which means he's probably like the season 1 welcome pass card, like from a welcome pack. And then Reggie White, obviously going all the way up to level 50, getting a token. What that probably means is that he's going to be whatever the highest rated overall is. So if you guys want to see this again, this is on MUT Leaks' information here. I don't know if he got all this himself or he took it from the other thing. The couple things in here, they changed some names of packs. They always sort of do that. But the Triumph Elite Pack at 61 is something new. And honestly, one of my complaints from last year with our field pass was when you completed it, you got like a pro game day pack. The same thing you got at like level 4. This seems like it could be different. Again, we don't know what's in the pack. We don't know how amazing it is or how bad it could be either. But it could be something at the end, and that could be good. And I hope it is good. I really do. It's like if you finish a grind for an entire season to get to the end of a level, you should get something like that. We still see the season 2 collectibles. We see Jalen Ramsey's final tokens at 55. So I'm kind of thinking, based on some of the overalls we've seen from other leaks, those cards will probably both be about 89 overall when fully finished here. Maybe even a little higher, maybe up to 90, because again, our base overalls that we're starting at is like 87s for champions. And again, that was some of the other stuff that we saw in the leaks talking about the headliners promo. Again, maybe some of the names and the players change and all that, but that's what we saw in there. We also saw that AJ Terrell from the comp pass looked like he was an 86 overall, and George Pickens was an 89. That part I do have a problem with, not the fact that it's AJ Terrell being low overall, the lower of the 2 overalls. I don't really care about that. What I do care about is if we only have 1 comp pass per season, why are both cards not really high overall? Why aren't they? Because 86, it sounds high overall today because that's what the highest for base elite. So think about that as like an 88 last year, right? But last year the comp pass was an 89 Trevor Lawrence, right? So it was +1 overall to what the core elites were. And you got that in 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks later you got another one, and 2 weeks later you got another one. So if you're only going to give us 2 players instead of potentially 3 in a comp pass over this time span, it matters. And it does look like it appears to be about 6 weeks, ending around like October 2nd or something along those lines. So George Pickens was slated as the 89. That card is probably going to be pretty good, you would imagine. But if you're making something that long, you need to make sure that we are getting the value out of it. I don't know the rest of the rewards for what the comp pass may be. Again, I hope that they are good, especially we're basically running 2 level systems concurrently. The field pass right here and the comp pass as well. Like we're doing them both at the same time. So I would like a little bit more. It seems like in here they're giving us cards, which they normally do for field pass. They do a pretty good job. A couple other things of note that we saw from the leaks. The platinum day 1 bundle is probably going to be there. Again, that's normally where most people start spending their money. And obviously EA is still going to release and reveal overalls for core elites. Again, starting at 86 overall is the high. So you're going to have, like, they're going to reveal a Patrick Mahomes, Christian McCaffrey will be 86, TJ Watt will be an 86, and they've been doing some of that already. We can talk about this more in another video. But this information is good. Like, we like to see, hey, here's kind of what we're getting into, right? The 2 things I still want to know is 1, the comp pass actual structure. Like, how fast can you get this done to be top 1000? I hope it's not fast. I hope it's kind of a slow grind and burn so that, honestly, you know, you don't have to sit here for 24 straight hours in hopes to get it. I don't really want to do that personally. If that's the way it is, it's not really going to be for me to try to get that top 1000 spot. And the second thing is really just to see how the overalls and the abilities are going to work here, right? But I do think this ability information that we saw from the leak could fully change the way that MUT and Madden in general is played. It is a big change. It is stepping back to something that most players have not enjoyed. We just got to see it in action, see how it works. Let me know if you guys like it, don't like it. Either way, I'm out. Peace.